Okay, once again, welcome everyone. This is the MP12 Hangout session. How has it been so far? Has anyone been able to complete it so far?
Yeah, I think I'm almost done.
Mm-hmm. I barely got started this evening, but it seems pretty straightforward once you get going. Um, Early stages yet, but any questions, anyone?
I don't have any.
How about the sorting of the table, the arrears data? Do you have any questions with that? Because that's about as far as I got.
So which one?
Sorting the data, the first part of the question, in the correct order. They wanted you to sort it by the highest arrears for over 90 days, and then between 30 to 60 days. You know?
Yeah, I didn't have any issues.
So I when I sorted it and added the different levels of sorting, you notice that it sorted it first by the, let me bring it up and see. Sorted it first by the 91 over 90 days column, right? And then the
Yeah.
the other columns did not sort from highest to lowest in sequence until after the last row of the first column, right?
Right.
So I was kind of wondering if they wanted us to put like an input field there and choose which column to sort on, or rather than to sort everything and just put in the levels.
Yeah, like so it just wants you to start sorting with the 90 days and then to move down. So that's all you need to do is just make sure that it starts with the 90 days and then move down the list until you hit current.
Okay. So welcome, Nelvi.
Hello, how you doing, guys?
Okay, Nelvi, do you have any questions, Nelvi? Did you get to start the project MP12?
Yes, I did. I do have questions. I mean, I finished it. I just want to make sure that I did things correctly. Sometimes I don't necessarily get what I want, but let me see. On that last request where we had to put the colors for gold and silver, do you guys use any different kind of format, or you just went by the gold and just put the colors? So did you do any other format? I couldn't find any other way to do it but just changing the colors manually.
Okay, well, has anyone else gotten that far yet?
Yeah, I have. So yeah, I just went in and did a conditional format on changing the colors. Like he taught us in the video where we could do like the equals and then click on that, like the class, and have that all turn gold if it equals gold. Does that make sense?
No.
So in the conditional formatting video, so he taught where you can highlight like the in the video he does the part number. So I did the customer
Customer
number.
number.
And then you can go into and do a new rule, and then click on the use a formula to determine like the cells to format, and then you say equals, and then click on a cell, and then equals, and then quotations. So that if it, so like in his, like the class is like class A or whatever, so he wants every part number class A to be highlighted.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I did with the customer and the name. Like I did that, use a formula to determine which cells to format. So I clicked on the customer number, and then I said equals the class. And so the first one is gold, that class. And then I said equals quotations. So then if it highlighted all of mine gold that were a gold class. Does that make sense?
Yes, but then, so we can just do it for these 3 rows, right? It will do it only for those 3 rows. Okay, because that's where I was having a hard time. Okay, but I'll go back and take a look again to that to the video and then my help me, because I tried, but I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go and do it manually. I was tired. Like, yeah, and then okay, but I had that was one of my questions. If someone else had found a new other way to do it, and I had another one. Let me go back and take a look. Just bear with me. Oh, on the number 5, when we had to do the if with the and or do you use the and or do you use or on the formula? Because I try or because it's, you know, it's in bold and supposedly that gives you a hint of which one was supposed to be. I used the or in the if formula and it didn't give it to me. But when I did and, it did. So I just found it very odd.
Which one was that?
The number 5, where you have to create the gold or the silver with the if formula with the and or formula. Do you use the and as well?
I did the or.
And it did come up well with it. Yeah, that is really strange because I did or because it's the same formula. You just change, you know, or.
Right.
But it didn't give it to me, which I just found it very odd. And when I use and, it gave me exactly what I needed. You know, between that two. Yeah, so I found it very odd because you should have been or.
Right.
Well, the question just says R.
I'm sorry?
The question does says R.
Correct.
I'm wondering what version of Excel, maybe it is a version. I don't know.
Yeah, but because I mean it is really the same formula. You just change and by or, because the logic is, so if the account is between 2,000 and what is it, 5,000, right?
7,000.
But I mean the first one is, so there is, yeah, but one is for 3 months and the other one is for the whole 12 months, right? So the thing is either the 12 months or the 3 months. So either of those two, as long as they're between those two range. So is or, either or, right? And the and means that it has to be one and the other one. So they both had to be between those two numbers, right?
Right.
So when I did the or, didn't give it to me. It just gave me the right numbers. So when I did and I went and double checked to make sure, and I even we have some that they are below 2,000 and one that is above 2,000, and it gave me silver. Like in that case, it gave me silver, which is correct because it had to be either the 12 months or the 3 months, either or, right? But it gave it to me with the N and no with the or. So I just wanted
It's
to
very
double
interesting.
check. Yes, it is. But well, it worked. I mean, I don't know what she's gonna
what
do.
version of Microsoft Office are you using? What, 2013, 2010,
No, I know.
2016?
I think it's a 16 because I got it from BYU, the BYU.
Okay.
I mean, it's very limited what they have, but I mean, it shouldn't be a problem because that's
Well,
what
2016 is the latest version, so you should
correct.
be working fine. Yes.
But I have found that sometimes, I come up with some things that they are different that
Yes.
I don't get it, but one of you guys get it in a different way. But I mean, she hasn't discounted any points thus far. So I hope will be fun as long as I get what I need.
Okay.
But thank you. That's all I have.
Well, now that Kristen has said that she used the R and it works, maybe you can look at it a little closer, just to satisfy your curiosity.
I'm sorry, do what?
I was saying to Nelvi, now that you have gotten it working properly with the or, she could probably look back at her formula to see if it's something can be tweaked.
Because let me see. Let me bring it up. So when you did the average, the 12 months and the 3 months, did you do another column to come up with the last 3 months, the past 3 months for the average monthly?
Yeah, I did. I did on the monthly sales. I just so I did a column of the average monthly sales, and then I did a column next to that of the average 3 months.
Okay, that's what I did. So do you mind sharing your formula for the classification? Because that's the number 5. That's
number 5. Do you want me to share my screen, or do you want me to just tell you?
I mean, you can share your screen because it's a long one.
Yeah, it is.
Because it has to be. Did you do a nested one? Right.
All right, can you see it?
Not yet. Okay, now I can see. Okay, so let's see.
Oh, so you chose the Hershey company.
Yeah. I thought you can never go wrong with chocolate.
That is right.
I agree.
I was actually going to choose Dr. Pepper because that's like my favorite, but the logo wouldn't paste onto the sheet, so I went with the next best thing, and that's chocolate.
Yes, I mean it is the same. You just have or and then I have and so I don't know.
And it's still not working?
No, because I did the same thing that you had. you have now. I did it with the or because it's the same formula. I just had to change N for or because it's pretty much the same, and it didn't give it to me. But I have the same as you do, and it works for me with the N, but not with the or, which is just find it very odd.
That's so weird.
But it is. Well, we'll see what she says. So you put in.
Well,
So-
maybe you could Google it and see if.
Yeah, because I did. I mean, I googled the how to do the and the or. I don't know if it's something to do with my system. It has to do with something like that, because I just cannot fathom the idea that it's gonna be really different. But anyway, I mean, I got it to work, so he has given me the gold and the silver and everything. So I should be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, is there any other question that anybody else has?
No,
Nope.
we're fine. So then we're not meeting this Thursday, so we're meeting next Tuesday, right?
Right.
Okay.
Oh, there's no meeting on Thursday? I didn't know that.
No,
No,
we have the exam.
Mhm.
Oh, and the exam is due on Saturday?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And we don't have another project until next week.
Right.
Okay, that's
I'm
good.
so glad we're passing halfway.
Mm-hmm.
This one has been tougher than I thought it would be this class. I thought it was going to be easier. Okay, guys. Thank you so much.
All right, then. Well, thank you so much for everyone attending, and thank you, Kristen and Nelby, for your input as usual.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night.
Okay. Okay, guys.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.